Hello, my name is Travis Robinson. I'm just laying here, so I decided to do a YouTube post. Um, Never did a YouTube post besides when I was in public speaking, and I had to do a couple of speeches that I submitted to my professor. So the topic that I want to talk about today, this morning, it's been on my mind very heavily lately, and I also trying to get more involved and get the word out. Is sickle cell anemia or sickle cell disease. Um, I am again Travis Robinson. I reside in North Carolina, and I am 26. I don't look like it. I usually don't wear my glasses, but I'm home, relaxing, ready for school to start on Monday. Um, I'm currently attending Shawan University. But anyway, I got to have these on the sea. So I just wanted to talk about sickle cell anemia briefly, give a background of what it is, um, give you some of my life experiences with it, and currently with what I am now going through it with. So I am not an English professor. I have no English major. I am from the Eastern North Carolina, so I do not say everything politically correct. I try to, but I can't. Especially when I talk to something so dear to me, and I may use medical terms when I get to the sickle cell part because um, I'm a nurse, and it just comes second nature, like a second language or primary language. But anyway, again, I am 26 in North Carolina, and I have sickle cell disease, and I have the form of SS. I also have a brother. Me and him both have the same biological mother and father, and he has sickle cell also, and he will be 13 September the 25th. Well, anyway, I believe that's enough about me. I'm going to give you some of my educational experiences, volunteer experiences, what I've been through. I am, since 2009, I have been a licensed nurse in North Carolina, a LPN. I am CPR and first aid certified. Since 2006, I've been trained on the job, and I've had schooling to run computers for 911 dispatchers, which I love because I wanted to be a police officer. But of course, with sickle cell anemia, you can't pursue that goal. So I said I want to be that caring nurse that is not judgmental far as religion, homosexuality, or sexuality, um, religion beliefs. Anything. I just wanted to not be that nurse that has been, that is judgmental. And you can ask my patients. I haven't been practicing probably since almost a year now. I'm back in school full time, majoring in exercise science. And I am going back after that to get my registered nurse license. And that's only a year and semester. Well, anyway, I do have sickle cell anemia. I am trying to be an advocate for sickle cell anemia. So if you live anywhere in the U.S. or overseas, if you trying to network with people that have sickle cell or the trait, or you're doing maybe in med school or something, and you're trying to do your dissertation or something on sickle cell anemia, I am willing to sit down with you or do a video chat or anything with you, questions or anything. I have spoken at one sickle cell support group in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, and I have spoken in Greenville, North Carolina last year at in September, which is Sickle Cell Awareness Month, at a sickle cell symposium. And I was on a patient panel, and I did speak briefly there. Would love to speak more if I can. So you can email me or this link. I mean, I give you my information at the at the link or at the end of the link or in the information box. But anyway, I have sickle cell anemia. I've been diagnosed or known that I have sickle cell anemia since I was 6 months. I've had a rough time. Been like a valley, up and down, up and down. I've had bacterial meningitis twice. I've had hemosepticemia. May not be saying that correctly, but which is an infection in your whole bloodstream. I've had numerous cases of pneumonia, which just had a case of pneumonia about 3 weeks ago. It was hospitalized for it. Was on vacation. Went and see my girl Fantasia because I am a huge Fantasia Barrino fan. Love her to death. And went to her after party in Raleigh. Stayed with a friend in Raleigh, North Carolina, a little getaway. Because being here in a small town, everybody know everybody business. And I just wanted to get away and do something that I never did before because I'm a mother's boy. Mama's boy, whatever you want to say, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm 26. So I haven't been away from mom for a whole month. More than 2 hours away. So when I got out of the hospital up there, mom wired me money and sent me home because I've set money aside, but mom just knew mom got me home and dad. So anyway, both of my parents have the sickle cell trait, and I have a brother who also has sickle cell anemia, and he has sickle cell SS, and he's on the Twitch study. If you want to Google that, look it up. It is a lot of information online about the Twitch study. They are almost in completion with it. It's very intense. But he was one of they split the group in half, and he was the group that started hydroxyurea, and he's reacted. But the last 2 weeks, his blood count has been low, so he's off of the medicine now. Again, like I said, I've had sickle cell since I've been 6 months. I'll say I don't have sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia don't have me. I have it. I have control of it now. I can't do things that I used to do when I was 18. I used to could go, 24 hours without sleep. Party, go to school, work 2 or 3 jobs. Now I can't do it. I tell my friends, I have to stay hydrated. And, if it's hot, like last week I was at a friend's house and I told them I had to go to the store and get a Gatorade. I got a little bottle that I love, and then I got a tumbler cup that I love. And I said I have to go get some Gatorade because I have to stay hydrated. And you have to excuse me because I'm laying down. I was going to do it formal, standing up. But my dad is here and he loves to talk. So if I'm not in here, he's this. So anyway, the first case I can remember, sickle cell anemia. Let me tell you what it is first, and then I can tell you my experiences and how I cope and where I'm at now. Sickle cell anemia is a red blood cell disorder. Everybody know red blood cells, we need them to live. Basically, they are bioconcave. They're like a donut. They're bioconcave, and basically they really are a donut. If you squeeze a donut will flatten if you squeeze it, and it's sunken in the middle. So that's how the red blood cells is. So with sickle cell anemia, um, we don't produce healthy red blood cells. So our blood cells live on an average maybe 12, 15, 18 days. Someone that doesn't have sickle cell anemia, their red blood cell, most of them are healthy, donut shape, can squeeze through small blood vessels and all that, and they can live up to 120 days versus 12 to 15 days. That's a big difference. So with sickle cell anemia, by it being a red blood cell disorder, we have issues with carrying oxygen, and our cells being shaped differently versus being like a banana. They're rigid. They might not be as healthy want red bone marrow makes the make the red blood cells. They may not be as healthy as somebody. They may be rigid. And when we go into an active crisis, a lot of times that's what you mostly hear with sickle cell anemia is somebody's in a sickle cell crisis. A lot of people don't know what that means. Some people might think it's just a flare up or whatever. It's a flare up, but it is an extreme situation. Um, where you're lacking blood supply or oxygen to a certain body part. It can be anywhere. Joints mainly, um, chest, head. I talked to my hematologist and he's told me that he's seen people that when they're having sickle cell anemia crisis, that they know when a crisis is starting because their jaw always hurt. Excuse my hand. My jaw always hurt. I'm using my iPhone. My iPad gets heavy a little bit, so I'm using my iPhone. But anyway, he said it always starting the jaw, so it's different. It's different for everybody, and that's the thing that I want to talk on too. Is where a lot of people go in with headaches and stuff with sickle cell pain, and a lot of physicians, nurses, take it lightly because just because you're not boo-hooing and crying don't mean you're in excruciating pain. It doesn't. Because everybody tolerates pains differently. And I used to would, 18 or 19, I would lay here for 5 or 6 hours, sometime overnight, crying and guarding, which is, or every time I have a pain, severe pain, stabbing, dull, constant pain, where the pain as I had at home went managed. But I didn't want to go to the ER. But now I'm 26, and before it gets to that point, I'm going to see somebody. I pay for health insurance. I don't have Medicaid. I've earned Medicare due to me working. Because like I said, just because I have sickle cell anemia, I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. But I just want to make the public aware of what sickle cell anemia is. So when somebody say that they have sickle cell anemia, you could say, oh, okay. I know that this patient need this, this, and this. They have to do this, this, and this in order to stay healthier. And so and so. So anyway, a sickle cell crisis is the point where you're in excruciating pain. It can be generalized, which all over the body. It can be in a certain joint. Lately, my crisis has been starting here in my chest, my center chest here, in my sternum. So when I go, they do a cardiac workup every time, which I do commend them because you never know. You never know. So I always commend them on that. And my local hospital here, they know when I come in, I'm not I try not to be labeled as a frequent flyer, but I know it works for me. I know what I respond to, and the physicians there are more familiar with sickle cell anemia than most are. But since it's a rural area and it's minority African American disease or Hispanic, so they see lots. Or either when they're in med school, ECU, I'm close to Greenville, so we have a lot of physicians from ECU. But anyway, when you have a sickle cell crisis, it's excruciating pain that can last from minutes to hours to days to weeks. And most time it causes you to be hospitalized and to be on high doses of pain medication. And when you come off those pain medications, you're not addicted because you needed it at that time. That's a lot of people think sickle cell patients are addicted, but what you can do research, and it's only like 1% of people with chronic illnesses with pain come addicted. A doctor or a nurse has a higher chance of becoming addicted to a Schedule 2 or Schedule 3 drug or narcotic or oxycodone, morphine, Dilaudid, Percocet, fentanyl, Versed, all that, benzodiazepines, which is like your Ativan, your Valium, your Xanax. A physician or a nurse has a higher chance of becoming addicted than somebody that uses it appropriately and uses it, 5 or 6 years, 7, 8 years straight. That's amazing to me. And when I tell a nurse that, and they look at me like I'm talking with two heads, but I'm very educated and don't assault anybody or tell them just because I don't like for my intelligence to be insulted. So when I'm in, I try to educate because talking distracts me. In my iPad, I love YouTube and anything. If you got something that you want me to YouTube, put it under here and I will YouTube it because I'm running out of stuff to YouTube. Like I even YouTube like lighting systems on emergency vehicles or something like that because I'm into that. But anyway, I Google, sickle cell anemia. I looked at all, and I commend everybody that has made sickle cell anemia videos on YouTube. I commend you, and keep it up, keep them coming because it's only it's getting more prevalent. And the more we talk about it, the more the name is out there, the more people will want to know and be hungry for it. So, but a sickle cell crisis is nothing but a sickle cell patient that is in excruciating pain that can be, like I said, from seconds, minutes, weeks, days, months, and most of the time result in hospitalization and cause you to be on a PCA, which is a patient-controlled analgesia, which you can match the pump that they set or whatever whenever you're in pain to help get your pain under control. And it can be anywhere. So, and the risk with that is you coming out with more infections like pneumonia and stuff like that. That's why they try to keep sickle cell patients out of, because our immune systems are low. Another thing with sickle cell anemia, our immune system don't function 100% like of majority of the population. So that's another thing that we have to worry about. And with sickle cell anemia, you're gonna also have problems not just with your blood, but anyway, the blood cells, when you have a crisis, they sickle like a banana or a crescent shape moon. So can you imagine that? And rigid and can't is not flexible, so can't go through, to the blood vessels or capillary, smaller blood vessels. So you can imagine how painful that is. I'm sorry, I forgot. I love to talk, like I said. So I did tell you what a normal blood cell was and how it lived and what it looked like. But a sickle's blood cell is shaped like a banana, and it's very rigid. It don't move freely or whatever like that. So that's what and that happens, and you have more of those in a sickle cell crisis. Now with sickle cell anemia, it don't just affect the red blood cells; it affect your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, your eyes, which you can see, your brain, stroke, and it's high. A high risk of stroke, but it's for mostly younger. That's why my brother's on blood transfusion therapy because he was at risk for strokes. Um, Ulcers. And when I say ulcers, I mean like sores and stuff on your lower legs and stuff, where sometimes you might have a lot of poor circulation. Um, Gallbladder. I have had a cholecystectomy, my removal of my gallbladder. I've had my tonsils and adenoid removed. So that also, believe it or not, your tonsils and adenoids help with fighting infection. So when you don't have those, that increases the risk of infection. A lot of people have spleen problems. Your spleen can burst and it can affect your whole peritoneal area. So, I'm sorry, not your whole peritoneal area. Not going to tell you what that is, but anyway, it can basically you could become septic from it if it bursts, and if you don't get treatment, 3 or 4 hours, you become septic. You can die from it. So spleen, especially in the younger ones, a lot of the time people have splenectomies or whatever, remove the spleen, more at risk for infection. Your spleen helps infection and get rid of the old cells and all that. So, sickle cell anemia is a very devastating, and it's a disease that is inherited. It's not contagious. Again, not contagious. It can cause your skin to look jaundiced, yellow. Your eyes can be yellow. Your skin can be yellow. Your urine can be a little bit yellower. And a lot of kids have problem with kids picking at them in school, like especially elementary. Why are your eyes so yellow? And middle school. But if you're educated about your if you're educated about your disease process, you can tell them, hey, my body don't break down bilirubin, or I don't like it should, or I don't have liver problems, but what I'm going through is not contagious, but it's just one of the side effects of it. And you tell them that, and that's all you need to tell them. Not unless it's a close friend, and you want to tell them that I do have sickle cell anemia, and if I'm out with you, this, and this. I basically gave you an overview about. I talk fast, and I think before I want to speak. So, that, excuse me. Anyway, um. I'm just rambling. So, and I hope you do look at this whole video, because I do want people to be educated about sickle cell anemia, sickle cell disease. A lot of people abbreviate it capital S, capital C, capital D, and that means sickle cell disease. And there are different forms, about 3 or 4 different forms, but sickle cell hemoglobin SS is the most severe form and most prevalent form of sickle cell anemia. I am, like I said, I'm 26. I went to high school. I had more problems with my sinuses than anything. Now, by me when I was working on my joints, so on the hardwood floors and stuff like that, concrete floors. So I've been having an issue, now with chronic pain. And I spoke with my physician, and he is awesome. In Greenville, he's awesome, and he listens, and I've been seeing him since I probably was about 19, so almost 10 years. So he know me, and we spoke, and he's working with pain management for sickle cell anemia, and we have finally came to a sickle cell pain control or whatever. But I have been hospitalized within the last 2 years, the most that I've ever been. But I don't have to stay as long as I've used to. When I was little, sometimes I would have to stay 2 weeks. 2 weeks in the hospital. Me taking this new medication that been out for about 10 or 11 years, hydroxyurea or hydrea. It's a form of a cancer medication. But what it does is it builds up your hemoglobin, of your fetal hemoglobin. So anytime you can build any hemoglobin, which is a protein that's on the blood that carries the oxygen, anytime you can build any hemoglobin, it builds. Now, my red blood cell level, when I was before, 17, it was around 7.5. Now, even if I'm in an active crisis, a lot of physicians don't think I'm in an active crisis because my blood level don't show it right then. Because I've been taking hydroxyurea for the last 5 or 6 years, and we just increased my dose about a year ago. So I take 4 capsules, which is 500 milligrams. So I take 2,000 milligrams every night, along with folic acid, one, for my sickle cell, along with my long-acting pain medication, and my sinus issue. They're really my major problems that I have, but I can do anything that anybody. I've been in nursing school. I drove 144 miles a day for 15 months. I got my LP and graduated #1 in my class. I started out at community college, and I went and got prereqs for the RN program. So when I go to RN school, I don't have to do just to apply. I have all my classes already for my ADN. I'm currently a sophomore/junior at Shore University, and majoring in exercise science. I can't exercise as much. I was majoring in biology. Biology is more intense. You can only miss like 7 days. SSPE, or exercise science. I mean, you still have to study and stuff, but it's actually a fun major because I can take stuff like dance, swimming, um, weightlifting, but they overread that, so I can take dance, due to my condition. So I mean, and I have a bachelor's in exercise science. So just because can't exercise science and run a whole long marathon, because like I said, the lack of the protein oxygen on the blood, I can do other things. I can be a coach at school. I can become a personal trainer. I can do a little bit, but I know not to overdo it, and I need to stay hydrated. So with sickle cell anemia, I told you a little bit about me. I told you what it was. Um, just a kind of an overview, just a blood disorder that's inherited from either one parent that has a disease or both parents having the trait. And it's 50-50 chance when it's like that of you having the disease. So, I told you the complication that it can cause. Um, treatment, hydroxyurea, hydril, the medicine, folic acid, penicillin, until you get probably about 5 or 6. I don't know if they're still doing it or not. But penicillin, um, really, that's basically all the prescribed meds. You may need some ibuprofen, um, or something like that. But really, that's kind of all that you really need. Short acting pain medicine. I talked to my physician. Like I said, we can talk like I'm talking now. And I told him I want to get off the short acting pain medicine. I was on Oxycontin 5 milligrams. I can take 1 to 2. I told him, Dog, I want to try something too long acting. Like I'm on the fentanyl patch stuff, and it's not a high dose. It's not. And then so I told him I want another. He was like, I really never heard of that. But I told him, I said, when I was in the hospital, they gave me Oxycontin 10. It lasts from 8 to 12 hours. So I told him, whenever the patch is not working, I can take one of those because it's, even though it's long acting, it's still getting my system faster, but it lasts longer. And he thought about it. He was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And maybe it could keep me out of the hospital or something along with the hydroxyurea. And actually, I have been responding well to that. I've had ups and downs, which you're going to have with sickle cell anemia. Again, other treatments, stay hydrated. Water, water, water. You can never drink enough water with sickle cell anemia. You can never be overhydrated with sickle cell anemia. Water, water, water. Um, Go to your appointments with your hematologist, your family doctor, at least every 3 months, every 6 months with your hematologist, at least every 3 6 months with your family doctor. Establish a rapport so when something comes up, you can call and they can look and say, hey, I seen him every 3 months. He been coming to his appointments. If he don't come, he call. Hey, I know he's in pain or whatever. Hey, let's send somebody out there. Let's get something done. Let's do something because he's been faithful. I can take when something's not right. So do that. Establish a rapport with your pharmacy. Use the same pharmacy. My pharmacy know me by heart. They know my date of birth by heart. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. A lot of people think it would be a bad thing. For me, it's a good thing because they'll let me know that I established a rapport with them, and they know me enough to remember my name and my date of birth that they care. If somebody knows your name and your date of birth, they care. So, they care. Or when they see your name and then they see your face, they was, oh yeah. Like when I go to the ER, and it makes a difference. Believe it or not, it makes a difference. Open your mouth, ask questions. Don't let nobody do anything to you without you asking questions. Please, please ask questions. Sickle cell anemia, of course, the main thing is pain. Is the first main side effect, but infections. And I'm sorry I'm in my room if it look junky or whatever it is, because I need to clean it. But anyway, I'm ready to go back to school next month. But I said I would do a sickle cell anemia video. And I just did it out of just the spur of the moment where I felt like it, because I was going to put on my sickle cell anemia shirt and all that. And I'm like, I'm going to do it raw, like raw where people, from my heart, like, do it raw. So, treatments, like I said. So, is that basically, and then, to the point, the pain's that bad, you just had to go to the ER to get pain medicine if the short acting and long acting is not working. And a lot of people respond mostly to the morphine or Dilaudid or Toradol even. Next, how has it affected my life? It has affected my life a lot because, like I said, I can't do a lot like I did when I was 18. I used to can drive. I drove to South Carolina, from North Carolina to South Carolina back the same day, but not a problem. But now, I can't do that. I have to stop, stretch my legs out and all that. I can't stand extreme cold like I used to. Used to go to my homecoming football games. It's been almost 10 years since I've been out of high school. I don't look like it, but I have. I used to go to my high school football games. I still support them, but when it's 50, 60, and then the night they say it's going to be 40 degrees at a football game, I don't go. I don't. I usually dress appropriately, but I don't even put myself in that situation. I tell people now when I went on my vacation, if I'm a good boy or a bad boy, I get sick. So I just live life to the fullest. I believe in God. He's number one in my life. But live life to the fullest. Live it to the fullest. Because tomorrow is never promised to anyone. Sickle cell or not, it's not promised to anyone. I thank my mom, my dad, my brother for my support system, my grandmother for my support system, my cousin for a lot of my cousins for my support system, my auntie, my aunt Brenda. That's the only aunt that I do have. I support her. I thank her for her support. Every time I'm in the hospital, she leave work for lunch. She bring me something, or she asks me if I need anything. Every time she get off work, no matter how tired she is, she comes and she visits me. And I mean, she don't just stay 5 or 10 minutes. She visits me. Get there and get lazy. Don't want to drive back home, like to that point. So I love my family. Love my family. God is number one, and my family is number two. Is number two. Without them, friends come and go. So we're not gonna get on that level. Friends come and go. We're not getting on that level. But sickle cell has affected. So like I said, I can't do extreme high. I mean, I can do hot bad. I'm actually more well in the summertime and spring than I am in the winter. So I just stay hydrated. Make sure I stay hydrated. Like this summer, I made sure I had plenty of Gatorade. Mom, you went to the store? Take this $5, get me a gallon of Gatorade. Get me 2 or 3 Gatorades. When they on sale for $1, get me Gatorade. Water, water, water. Not just water when I take my meds. Water when I'm just laying down here watching TV or water, sipping water, literally. And I've got better at it this year because I would never. Last year before that, only time I really would drink water if I was out and my thirst mechanism kick in. When I can tell that I'm going in dehydration mode, I would load up on water or Gatorade. But the only time I really would really drink water was when I would take my meds. So, but anyway, like I love questions. I love meeting new people. So if you have any questions, anything, call me, text me, YouTube me. I'm on Instagram, Trav. Please follow me because I follow back on everything. Trav20. TRAV20. For Twitter, Trav05. TRAV05. I don't do YouTube that much. I mean, I don't do Facebook that much because there's a lot of drama up there now. But I do have a major Facebook that I just keep activated for my fams or whatever, with my pictures and all. And some of them, look at it at your own risk. No negative comments at all. Because, like I said, I read you. I'm nice or whatever. But I will read anyone that needs to be read. And that's, you can put my email in, TRAV20 at AOL.com. And also email me if you like this video. Leave a comment. Message me. Follow my channel. I mean, just follow me everywhere. Like, I love people. I love talking to people. I love talking, period. But I love questions about sickle cell. Any sickle cell events coming up, I'm willing to, if you let me know in advance, I'm willing to come. I'm willing to support. So I'm Trav, and I have sickle cell anemia. And any questions, please let me know. That's really how all it affect my life. Let me let you know my accomplishment, and then I'll be out. So my accomplishments, of course, I'm an LP in the state of North Carolina. I have CPR and first aid certification. I'm able to dispatch in the state of anywhere. I have dispatch experience. I work full-time as a 911 dispatcher. I'm certified. I'm in college now, in the 4-year college. It's only 5 or 6 minutes from me. I stay at home still with mom and dad. But anyway, I've been to 4 colleges. 4 colleges is the first. Shawana is the first 4-year college. I do love Fantasia Barrino. No negative comments. I love her to death. A shout out to Fantasia. Like, she gave me a shout out on Instagram. If you follow me, check it out. She did. I support her. I've been to 2 of her shows this summer. I have a ticket to her Charlotte show. I've been in a VIP. I've had pictures with her and all. I support her because she's a strong. Not you don't have to be a male to male to motivate somebody or female to female. She has gotten me through a lot with her music and her stories, and I can basically tell you much about her life probably as I can tell you about mine. But I love Fantasia Barrino. Simple fact, she has 2 kids, and she is a single mother. She is a single mother. She is on the road, but when she's on the road during the summertime, she has her kids with her. I love her to death. She speaks the truth. She's 100. She don't care what TMZ, Media Takeout, Nancy Grace, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. She don't care anymore, and that's what I love about her. She's at that point now. She's doing her, and I love her new look. I love her old look for the back to me, but this look is even better. You can tell she's maturing, but keep her in your prayers, and I love you, Fantasia Barrino, for real. Like, I love Fantasia. But anyway, I love Jordans, I love Nike, I love to eat, I love food, I love riding out, I love going to concerts, and I love school. I really do. I love school. I love helping people. During my major accomplishments, I have several. I was student of the year at Central College in Norfolk, in the practical nursing program, and I got awards at job at being LPN, outstanding or whatever. So, because like I said, if I do anything, it's because I want to do it from my heart, and I do it with a passion. And sickle cell, basically, I mean, that's basically it. If you want to know anything else, I would do another video just for you. So just request any other videos. I didn't ever think I would be doing videos on YouTube. But when it comes to sickle cell anemia, I would do anything. Anything. Sorry, I look rough. But I would do anything for sickle cell anemia. So, and I'm here. And I think I look pretty good to be 26. So, hey, hit me up. Like I said, hit me up. Love people. I love people. God bless. And I'm out.